Hi teacher, this is the video of the abilities that you asked us to make as a homework. And yeah, so I'm going to talk about the three main abilities that I consider I have. These are not only the ones that I like the most, but are also the ones that I believe are the most beautiful, powerful, and the ones that make me feel super proud about myself. Because I don't know, to know that I achieve these abilities, that I get to know, manage to know knowledgement, to say like, okay, I know about this topic. I'm sure about what I know about it. I know about what involves involves it, and what makes it be a super like great ability. And like, it gives me literally the confidence to say like, okay, I can 100% do this, and I'm super like good at this. I'm the best at this. So, yeah. Well, the first ability is the ability that I have to play the ukulele. So, as you know, I love singing. Singing is my talent, and I love music in general. Like, I'm a super fan of music. So I've always wanted to find something that complements my singing. And therefore, I've always wanted to learn how to play an instrument. And I tried with guitar, and that didn't work out because it was super difficult for me. I've heard that I'm left-handed, and I've heard that it's more difficult to learn how to play a guitar for left-handed people than for right-handed people. And I don't know why, I don't know the reason, but I agree because I couldn't learn how to do it, and I gave up really like immediately. So yeah, then I tried to learn how to play the piano, but that wasn't for me. And then I even wanted to learn how to play violin, but that never happened. And I ended up choosing the ukulele because it's a really easy instrument, to say it somehow. It only has 4 strings, and like the chords of it are so easy. Like, you literally put a finger on a string and that's a chord, and then it sounds beautiful and you can make songs with it, and you can learn songs with it. So I don't know, I just think it's a really basic instrument. And I think that it wasn't like, I believe that it wasn't really difficult to learn how to play it, but it wasn't easy neither. Like, it was something in between those two, like an intermediate level of difficulty. So excuse the mess I made when you were born. I'm still learning how to love. I know you're nervous, but I won't let you fall. And we weren't perfect, but you were worth it all. If it were my goal, I'd do it all again. I'd do it all again. Because, as I said, like, it's a really easy instrument because it's little, so you can like you can go with it everywhere. Like, you can carry it like wherever you go. And also it's little, so you can move your fingers fast, and you can like have a better control of it. But it was difficult to learn because I learned how to play the ukulele by watching YouTube videos, because there was nobody around me that knew how to play it, and that could taught me face to face like how to play ukulele. And so I spent a lot of time sitting in front of my phone, rewatching the same YouTube videos of ukulele for level one, like ukulele for dumps, literally. And I I don't know, I just think that that finding that discipline, that motivation. Nobody said that it would last forever. That doesn't mean we didn't try to get there. I never said that we would die together. That doesn't mean it was a lie. It never did. Just on summer days when love was untamed, two burning hearts are there to break. Remember, nobody said that it would last forever. I don't know, I think I wanted to give up plenty of times, but with the support of my family and friends, they pushed me a lot of times. Like, I bought the ukulele with the money that I saved from the lunch money that my parents used to give me when I was in high school. So I like, with my own savings, with the money that I had earned, I bought the ukulele. So I used to say, like, I got frustrated because I think I've mentioned this before in class, that when I can't control something, I'm a control freak. So when I can't control something, it's frustrating for me, and I just want to, like, and I get angry and I don't want anything. So that happened to me a lot with the ukulele, and and yeah, I wanted to give up. Some destination we could never get a taste of, not as long as we're still living in this world. But lately I've been questioning my faith. Just one look at you, it's all it really takes. Oh, I always heard there was a heaven. I never knew if it was true, but darling, never since I met you, I know that heaven is you, heaven is you. Heaven is you. Like, knowing the right people really gets you somewhere, because everyone around me, like, pushed me and said, like, okay, you have enough intelligence to like learn how to play by yourself, like, you can do this, I believe in you, don't give up, it's not easy, but you got this. And I got it. So yeah, it took me like 6 or 7 months to know fully how to have control of the ukulele. When I was starting, I was just trying to figure out how to move my hands around it. But then 6 or 7 months later, I was a complete pro, to say it somehow. And I know that I still have a lot to learn about the instrument, and I just hope I can continue to learn, like, to acquire more knowledge about it, and I don't know, just like keep growing with it. But I stand in California with my toes in the sun. Used to sip some masseter. Let's have an adventure. Head in the clouds, but my gravity's under. Touch my neck, now that's yours. You and those little high-waisted shorts. Oh, she knows what I think about. And when I think about one love, two mouths, one love, one house, no shirt, no blouse, just us, you'll find out. Nothing that I wouldn't want to tell you about, no, cause it's too cold for you here and now, so let me hold both your hands in the halls of my center. And if I may just take your breath away, I don't mind if it's not much to say. Sometimes the silence got your mind to move to a place so far away. Yeah, the goosebumps start to raise the minute that my left hand need your waist. And then I watch your face, put my finger on your tongue cause you love the taste, yeah. And the next ability that I want to mention is the ability that I have of reading. And I know you, and I know what you're going to say, and I know that you're going to say that everybody reads, like it's not an ability. Why would you think that? Okay, let me explain to you my reasons. There was this time when I was like 15 or 16 years old when I would literally read like a 600 or 700 pages book in 2 weeks. Like if I read in 3 weeks, I would feel bad. Like 2 weeks, that was my literally my top of weeks that I could read the book in. So yeah, I was really, I don't know how to say it, but I was kind of obsessed with reading, and I started to like getting this kind of addiction to read, because I don't know, I just feel like when I read, I just concentrate at that. Like my attention is fully on the reading, and I go to I don't know what world, but I just don't care about this world that we live in. I don't know, I just teletransported myself to mysterious place, and I love it. I just love how my brain is relaxed by reading, and I don't know if that's weird, but yeah, I don't know if you can see, but below my teddy bears there is like a little library that I have, because the books are really expensive, so I can't always afford them. So what I do is just like search the PDF on internet and then reading on my phone or on my laptop. But yeah, I really like to read, and I don't think it was difficult. Like I think it was super easy for me to pick up this habit, because this ability that was like improving with the habit of reading. But I think it was easy to like pick up this ability because my dad loves reading. He also has a really big library here in my house, which is full of classical books, like classic books and first editions of books. And I don't know, he has always wanted me to read those, and that's actually one goal that I have for this new year. It's to read more classic books, because those are not really my type of books. My type of books are like romantic books. So yeah, but that's how I think I learned how to read when I was like 4 years old, but I learned how to read with my heart and with patience. I think that when I was 14, 15, I'm now 19 years old. So yeah, and it was thanks to my dad. And now I really love it. Like the world of the books is huge, and you can, and I don't know, I just don't know that like why, but reading, it's not something that everyone loves. Like you hardly get to meet someone that it's like, oh, I love reading. Like reading, it's my favorite thing in the world. I could read hundreds of books. Like nobody, I don't think I know anybody that loves reading and that says, okay, I have the ability of reading, that's cool. No, nobody literally. Um, so yeah, I love to have this ability. I think it's beautiful. I think that I want to keep improving. I want to try new things in books too, and I don't know. I just I love it. And then the last ability that I want to mention is the one that I have for writing. Yes, everyone writes, but not everyone writes something that really gets into the heart of the other person. And I know you say we romanticize the world, but in this case it's fair, because literally when like writers hit different, like hitting right just in the spot. And I think that the thing, and I think that just the fact that you can control people's feelings, it's just like it blows my mind, because literally you can make someone like the reader is like super happy, and then boom, plot twist, it's, and then it's sad, and then it's angry, and then it's confused. Like to create these emotions on someone else by just saying a few words, I just think it's a superpower, literally. I It was like, it wasn't difficult for me to write, because I've always, as much as I love to talk, I love to write. But I just think what it took me the most time and what I found more difficult was the fact that I had to like expand my vocabulary and my knowledge at writing. Is starting to find new articles, new like connectors, new phrases, like all of that research that I had to do to in order to achieve a good writing that everyone can understand is was really like a challenge for me. And I think that what I like to write about the most is about my feelings. Like whenever there's a birthday of my mom, like some family member or some really close friend, I write to them these huge paragraphs in which I literally tell them just the things that I feel towards them. And they always tell me like, oh my god, I ended up crying. I remember that my uncle used to tell me like, can you please write me more letters, because I love them. I always read them. I ended up crying after I read them. And I don't know, I just feel like whenever someone says that to me, it's like it fulfills my heart so much, and I just love it. I don't know how I learned it. I think that due to the fact that I love reading, I started writing. As I was reading, I was wanting to do kind of the same thing, because I want to make, like, if one day I publish a book, I want someone else to feel what I feel when I read a book, and I know that that might happen someday. And yeah, that's just to think, just the thought of that, it's just insane to me. Like, I don't know if I'm weird, but I really love that. And yeah, it took me like 2 or 3 years to start writing like more longer paragraphs, not only about my feelings, but about other like people, like telling a story. And there's this app, I don't know if you know it, if you know this app, but it's called Wattpad, which is an app that you basically read books at. But you cannot only read books, you can also write books on your own. And that was the first time that it like I finally like understood that you first don't have to, you don't really need that much experience to write a book. Everyone can write a book, and you don't have to be famous to become successful by writing. So I have a lot of drafts in that app of stories and just things, random things that I've wrote, that I don't know if one day I'm gonna be like confident. Not, I don't know if I'll ever have this self-confidence to publish them. And not only, only those, but those things, like I don't know if I'm ever gonna be confident to sing all of these songs that I write when I'm sad, or to send these messages that I write in the notes of my in the app of the notes of my cell phone to someone. I don't know, it's complicated with the writing for me. But yeah, I don't know, I just feel like it's really beautiful, and it really like it's like the part of my life. Like, it's something that really helps me to let myself go. Like, I let go of myself, and just like let my feelings go. And immediately after I write about what I feel like it's just like a peaceful moment for me. It's almost like when I get to play a song in the ukulele and sing, and it turns out really good. It's that exact same feeling of, I don't know, maybe peace, maybe like it's just like my moment. Like, I feel it like that. I would call it my moment. Like, it's just something that I will never be able to explain, but it's just a great feeling. And I'm sure that everyone that has an ability and that considers that it's really good at it feels the same when they achieve something with their ability. So, yes, I think that's it. Thank you, teacher, for this opportunity. This class really made me think about it. Like, think about the abilities that I have. I don't always think I'm able to do certain things, or I say like, okay, the things that I know how to do are not important, but they are. And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to open up about what I not only like to do, but what I love to do, and what are these things that I want to keep improving on every day, and if not every day, almost every day, as I do with the ukulele, as I do with the reading, as I do with the writing in my free time. I always try to practice them as much as I can. So yeah, thank you for always encouraging us to like to not only focus on the studies, but to focus on ourselves too. So yeah, thank you, teacher. Have a good day, night, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Bye.